it's great to have you back on the show. And I do have to tell everybody, or we have to tell everybody, that Tim Boetsch was supposed to be here. However, he changed his travel plans, so he's not coming into town until Friday, I think you said?
He was supposed to be here. He's actually flying back in Saturday, so he'll be back in town late Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. But it's probably good that he's not here today after the news that broke today.
Yeah, we'll get to that in just a minute. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was UFC 154.
Yeah, absolutely.
With St. Pierre and Condit.
Yeah, it was a card that happened this past Saturday night. The main event was the heavyweight championship fight between Reid champion St. Pierre and the champion Carlos Condit. GSP was back after 90 months off.
Didn't think she'd do it. She did.
Injury, won a unanimous decision over Condit. It was a fantastic fight overall.
Tony on the left.
They stood
Tony on the right. I've known him too long.
But at the end of the day, the bottom line is GSP unified, I guess you could say, the title that year he held. So it's a good day for GSP. Great fight, possible fight of the year.
The article that I'm reading says it was a 25-minute war.
I don't like to use the word war, but in the sense of the MMA sense, it was an MMA war, definitely.
Good. So, and there were some other awards. The article that I'm reading, the submission of the night went to.
Ivan Menjivar?
Yeah, Ivan Menjivar. The knockout of the night was Johnny Hendricks, and the fight of the night was the St. Pierre Condit fight. So.
The Johnny Hendricks Mark Canton was the co-main event. I think last time I was going to talk about that fight, I was looking forward to it. It ended kind of as I saw it going. Johnny Hendricks has a sledgehammer with the right hand. If he lands that left hand, excuse me, if he lands that left hand one, it's 99 consecutive as he can't win, knock him out in 46 seconds. Wow. An amazing fight in 46 seconds. But that's just Hendricks' MO, and he landed it. He's a big time wrestler. He likes to get hurt by standing and land his heavy hands. He did just that. And he's looking to take on GSP maybe. That's what Hendricks wants. But I mean, the direction of UFC might be going to go.
So that was UFC 154, and that was this past weekend. I believe it was in Canada, right?
It was actually GSP's stomping grounds. They always have a huge turnout. Anywhere, but if GSP's fighting in Canada, or Anderson's always fighting in Brazil, there's just certain fights, certain areas that you have to see, and those are two places, two fighters to see in the home country. It's just an amazing thing.
So that was UFC 154, and now you have got some breaking news because the next UFC fight, which is December 29th, which is UFC 155.
We have a couple smaller shows in the meantime. That's the next numbered event, though. Yes.
Right, and that's supposed to be December 29th in Las Vegas,
yes.
and our friend Tim Boetsch is fighting in UFC 155, and you now have some breaking news for that.
Yeah, it's not good news. Let me just say that. It's probably good, like I said earlier. It's really good that you can't take calls here at Brewers because the FCC might be coming in and doing some work. But,
that's good.
Tim got basically Chris Weidman's out of the fight for an undisclosed injury at this point. His teammate Costas Philippou will be stepping in. It's kind of breaking news. It just happened a few hours ago. I talked to Tim, talked to Jay, talked to the family. It's just disappointed isn't the right word. Frustrated isn't the right word. It's just one of the situations where
Disappointing.
Yeah, it's just. No offense to Philippou or Weidman. He was affected by Superstorm Sandy. There were some extenuating circumstances there. That would be a horrible person if I held that against him.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just one of those things. It's happened to him before. He was with Michael Bisping. That was a huge fight. This isn't the first time a top 10 contender backed out and played against Tim Boetsch. That's all I'm going to say. It's happened before, so it's just the point of the level of frustration. The level of frustration is pretty high right now. So it kind of stinks on one level. Like I said, 2 months from a title eliminator fight with Weidman, where a winner was guaranteed him a title shot, to a fight against Weidman who just came off the prelim card. Actually, I didn't know his name twice to spell it right. No offense again, but it is what it is. Just kind of stinks.
Well, so he's got a replacement now, okay, and obviously as you just said, that's kind of somewhat of a lesser fight than he was expecting. And for those people who don't know, Tim is out of the area training for UFC 155.
He left about a few weeks, about 3 weeks ago. He went on a hunting trip on his way. He went to Colorado, stop on a big game. He was going to know one of the things, huge animals. And
large animals.
He drove out to Colorado and then drove to Portland, Washington, just right outside of Seattle. He drove from that and then go to the top 2 or 3 gyms in the world. He trains out there. So he's out there. He'll be back Saturday for about a week and head right back out and put his nose to the grindstone and get going for this fight, whoever it's against.
Well, and I guess my first question about that would be, you know, when you start the training process, not that he ever stops the training process, but when you start the training process to say, okay, I'm going to start to prepare for my next fight, okay, and your opponent is Weidman, and then it gets changed. Is he too far along, or is there enough time to change the workout or the training regimen? Or
like you said, the training never stops. Just the level of intensity will ebb and flow. So they're always training, we're always staying in shape. As far as fighter specific, some guys are different. Some guys train what they do well and what they just form they may. Other guys study every single fighter for opponent and and if they get thrown off, the fight that throws them actually for a little bit. Tim will be perfectly ready for this fight. Nothing to take away from Francis Phillip, who he's a tough guy. But again, Tim will be ready no matter what. It just puts him in an awkward position because he's kind of supposed to win to beat the guy who's supposed to beat the guy who loses. Well, half of that if he loses to a guy who's supposed to beat.
Right.
So it's just a kind of sticky situation at this point.
right. So the Philippoussis guy, he's a teammate of Weidman's.
Yes, he's a teammate of Chris Weidman. He was actually supposed to fight on the card in Canada this past weekend, and a guy he's just fighting great. Back out with an undisclosed illness literally last minute, like at weigh-in, shortly after the weigh-in. So he was ready to go for a fight. So for him, great, he got a fight, against a top 5 guy in the world. He's not quite on that level. He's on the fringe level, in my opinion. So we're all kind of a little bit disappointed.
So what's the difference between the two?
Weidman and Phillip?
Yeah.
Weidman, he's undefeated. He's put a run together like very few guys have to start their career in the UFC.
I believe he was 9-0.
9-0, yes. He's taken us some top competition, and he's just one of those guys that you just kind of know. Like when you see a guy, he was where I saw him at a local bar in Jersey 3 years ago. You just know. You just know when you see certain guys in there that they're going to do well, they're going to advance. They just have that in factor. He has that. He's like I said, I think he's 9-0. Climbing the line, he's calling out Anderson. Whoever won that fight wanted Anderson. So that's kind of where that was taken. Now with the match against Phillip, who knows if he's Phillip, is Tim going to still kind of be at that level? Is he going to get back in the mix? So there's a lot of unanswered questions right now, and it's all breaking news. So it's kind of one of those things we still have a lot of questions.
We were talking to MMA guru Tony Reid. Do you like being called guru?
You call me whatever you like. As long as you don't call me late for dinner.
Yeah, really. MMA guru insider type dude, Tony Reid, and we are live and on location at Brewer's Outlet, the beverage supermarket here in Sunbury for the Thanksgiving Eve special Trophy Maker show, 5 until 7, and it's great to have you here. What else? Now that you got away with all this breaking news, I guess it's all downhill from here. But what else you got for us?
Oh man, we got all kinds of stuff. We got, like I said, we just covered the UFC 154. The next event's actually December 8th. It's free on Fox. It's UFC on Fox. And for the card they're putting together for free, I would pay for this card. I mean, it's seriously going to be an amazing card. Benson Henderson's taking on Nate Diaz. Benson Henderson's
copyrighted.
Against an always game, always tough Nate Diaz. It's going to be a great fight. Mauricio Shogun Muaz back in action. He's just one of those guys who kind of has that in factor. He's up and coming, a couple more wins, he'll have a title shot. BJ Penn's taking on Rory McDonald, which is going to be an interesting fight. There's some words there. BJ's a legend, Rory's a big time up and comer, and there's been some words there as far as performance enhancers and some things along those lines. There's a little bit of bad blood there. That'll be a very interesting fight. Blake Spitz fighting Matt Brown. Those guys are always hating, always down to throw down. So that's going to be an awesome fight. Just an amazing card. Just the fact that you're getting that freedom going from a lot is a real thing for fans.
And that's December 8th?
Yeah, December 8th, yeah. We also have, like I said, 155 on that card. They're talking about a little bit of a letdown for the Tim situation today. But Junior Santos is the best heavyweight title against Ian Velasquez, which is going to be a barn burner. He's a big, strong, heavy-handed guy. This is going to be an awesome fight.
I think is that the feature fight?
That's the main event, absolutely. Forrest Griffin's taking on Phil Davis, a local guy again. We talked about Phil before, big guy, Harrisburg guy. Forrest Griffin's taking on Phil Davis, another just a fun fight. So, of course, Tim and the Wyman thing got scrapped. Okami's taking on Alan Belcher. Has some title implications or some people in the front at 185 too. Chris Lehman's on that card. He's always a game fighter, heavy hands, always fun to watch him. So that's just going to be a great card. We actually just booked the trips. We'll be there either way.
So you're going to Vegas?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks for asking me to go along.
Absolutely. Hey,
boy, I'll tell you.
still booked. There's plenty of seats available.
Okay. Sheesh. I thought maybe you were going to take me to Vegas with you.
I can barely afford to go.
I'll spend your money in the casino too while I'm at it, But anyways, you've been on the show several times, and we never seem to really have a lot of time to talk about this because we always end up talking about so much MMA stuff. But you do a lot of stuff to be the MMA insider. I know you write some blogs and some articles and things like that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, originally it started out of sport. I was just a big fan from day one, basically. We were good friends. We were growing up not far from here. We get the pay-per-views, go to school, and it's kind of like our little secret that we knew about Voice Crazy, whoever it was. So I've been a fan. I decided to create a clothing company, Reid Fight Wear. I started a small clothing company to support the fighters, do some unique stuff. From there, I got a hold of an artist in Chicago, Justin McAllister. He's a fantastic artist. He worked for Tap Out Magazine, so I went to go work for my company. Long story short, I got into Tap Out Magazine through them. I started with a single piece I did once a month called Rattling on my website. And from there, I did features, cover stories. I just do a lot of work for Tap Out Magazine, MMA World Live Magazine. I recently started with All of the MMA Magazine, which is a epic company. Race guys on sports card fans out there.
Oh yeah. I have a few of them myself.
All of the MMA Magazine, so I'm in there. I'm forgetting 10 things, I'm sure. Running Tim's gym.
Well, we're gonna get to that in a minute, But so you got the fight with thing going on, and you're doing all this insider work for all these different
the
different
ESPN.
MMA. That's right. You're the ESPN.
Top of the resume there.
Good. Make sure you keep it there. I'm not sure it's gonna get you anything other than a cup of coffee, but that's beside the point, So I know you have a job too, a real job, which we're not even going to talk about. So when you throw all that stuff into the mix, plus the fact that you have a real job, and now you're managing Tim's gym, which is right here in Sunbury.
Yeah, it's 322 Raspberry Avenue right here in Sunbury. Great bunch of guys, girls in there. We have a great time. We have a powerlifting team downstairs, a bunch of local law enforcement people, attorneys, lawyers, cops in the area. Come down there, we have a great time. We kind of mix it up. Some guys come and spar with us once in a while. We'll go out and lift heavy with them. It's just a good time. We have all the classes we've had. Wrestling, submission wrestling, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing. We cover it all. When Tim's in town, definitely you can sense the excitement picks up for sure. So that was that. For people to stop in. I mean, I'm always there.
How many people are on?
Yeah, but I'd show up to do some cardio, but I'm afraid that I'd get knocked out or something.
It's for people of all skill levels, so we're always open to doing more. Everybody starts somewhere. All levels.
Yeah, so you got that. And when's Tim's gym open?
It's open. We generally open about 4 or 5 in the evening, between 4 and 5 o'clock until about 9. Depending on, and we're flexible. We're going to get people there during the day. I mean, that's obviously a need for weekends. So we're going to open it up to whoever we can, wherever we can.
That's good. So you got all, and I guess does it help you? I know you're good friends with Tim, okay? But does it, do you get that kind of guys in that maybe keeps you, even closer to the pulse of what's going on in MMA because, Tim does have a gym and things like that, or is that all just, you know where to be when?
Yeah. I built kind of what I have before I really, I mean, I was friends for years, but before I really took over any type of responsibility in this gym, I kind of built what I had, so it's kind of nice that I had this and he has this, and now we're coming together doing but in the sense of being like a reporter or insider, I try to keep some level of objectivity. But then you'll hear Mike ranting about, like Greg Golick, I'm sorry, is ranting about Notre Dame. I don't feel too bad. I'm a homer for Tim.
Well, yeah, he's a Notre Dame homer. There's no doubt about that. But, and it's okay that you're a homer for Tim. I mean, because you know what? I have to be objective in my reporting, and I'm a Penn State homer. So, and I'm not afraid to admit it. But by the same token, you know when you have to be objective, and I mean, sometimes it's a little tough when it's your guy.
The funny thing was, right after the fight with White was already in front of it. I interviewed Chris that month, so that comes out. My centerpiece of my work every month comes out. I really personal agonize. Tim's fight was announced. It was kind of funny that, you know, there's nothing more objective than trying to read his opponent.
Yeah. So your website is?
Reid Fightwear, REID-Fightwear.com, rattlingthecage.com, rattling-the-cage.com.
And you can check out all your good work there. You can check out all the MMA sites, and I know you're on Twitter. I know you're on Facebook because I saw you share my status today, which I greatly appreciate. You want a can, Chrissy? It'll keep. Well, you know, you do have 2 kids too, so you know, don't be shy. But as always, we appreciate you stopping by. Definitely, we'll hook up again before UFC 155, and we'll go from there. And have a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for bringing the family in, and we'll chat with you again in a couple weeks.
Here, 92.3 is a great Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving's at Trophy's house.
It is. 22-pound turkey, buddy. Don't be late. That is Tony Reid, our MMA Guru Insider, and we will be back coming up next on the Trophy Michael Show live here at Brewer's Outlet. We will check in with Bucknell Wrestling Coach Dan Wernsberger, and it is all on the Trophy Michael Show powered up by Brewer's Outlet on ESPN Radio.